Good morning on this 14th day of April. Our proverb today is found in chapter 10 and verse 13. It says, "In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding." One thing we know from this and other portions of the word is a man's speech reveals his character. It tells us whether he is wise or whether he is a fool. In chapter 26, verse 26, it says, "Whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation." In other words, it's revealed. Ecclesiastes 5:3 says, "For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words." Ecclesiastes 10:3, "Yea, also, when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him, and he saith to every one that he is a fool." Well, according to this proverb, the best treatment is the rod. Matter of fact, in Proverbs 18:6, it says it another way, "A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes." 26:3 says, "A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back." Now this proverb is in two parts, as so many of them are. One is to help us identify the wise man by his speech, and also then to bring the fool to judgment. Good men are known by their godly knowledge and wisdom, as well as their guiding counsel. How they're fools, they babble on and on about their opinions and all the small problems of life. They're often complaintive, and they do so in a manner of disgust. It do us well to consider how others look at us, to examine that. Are we kind or are we cutting? Are we helpful or hurtful? Are we cheerful or critical? Are we sober or sarcastic? Loving or laughing? We need to answer these questions honestly. I would say to you this morning, listen to your critics. Many times they're the only ones willing to tell us the truth. Many times they're more willing to tell it straight to us than our best friend. But listen to your speech. What's it about? What do you talk about? Is it about jobs? Is it about weather? Is it about health? Is it about politics? But rarely a mention of praise or exaltation or thankfulness to God. He has very little of the conversation too often. Is it about the good character of other believers? Or is it so often what we find backbiting, complaining, and just plain gossip? Listen to what Paul says about this. He says in 1 Corinthians 3:3, "For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envy and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal, and walk as men?" James says it a little bit differently. Chapter 3, verse 14 and 18 says, "But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. For where envy and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace." Well, brethren, it's very simple. We need to care about the things of God. We need to immerse ourselves in those things. And what I find is our speech will reveal it. I had the privilege many years ago to work with two men who had came to our country as immigrants. One of them had come from Norway, the other had come from France. I worked most often with the Frenchman, And as you might understand, his speech is what we might call a little bit broken. I found myself, after 6-8 months, saying things like he did. And I could hardly believe that my speech had deteriorated. On the other side of that was a fact that his speech had improved. And what we immerse ourselves in, our speech will reveal it. Parents, you need to listen to your children. And don't be afraid to use the rod when they speak foolishly. Again, listen to Proverbs 26:3, a whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. People in general, we're not going to go around and take a rod to our neighbors, but we need to avoid those who have foolish tongues. The psalmist said it so well. He says, I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. May God bless you today.